as you let that sweet vibration flow through your body, mind, and spirit. And as we breathe in the breath of God, filling our body with this sweetness, this light, this peace that we know is God, is Spirit. Whatever name we choose to call it, it is the creator of all life. The oneness that brings us all together. This oneness reminding us that we are all one, that we express the qualities of God in and through and as who we are, with awareness in every moment of our life. What a beautiful thing. And the greatest of all of these is love. If your mind starts to wander, just gently bring it back to the awareness of your breath. The in-breath and the out-breath. as we come to the end of our meditation this morning, you'll notice your in-breath and out-breath and your awareness that has deepened from this time together. May you carry the remembrance of these sweet moments together this morning. May you carry this throughout the rest of your day. We will end this meditation. Be kind to yourself coming back into the room. Be gentle with yourself. And we will start our service in 10 minutes at 10:30. And thank you for coming today.
Good morning. Center for Spiritual Living San Jose. Everyone awake this morning? Yes. Woo! Good. Join us in our opening song.
Woke up this morning with my mind.
All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh man, what a day already. I'm ready for some prayer. So, my name is Lindop. I am a licensed practitioner and a ministerial student here at CSL San Jose. My pronouns are he and him. And we come together today in spirit of love and peace. I welcome you to our Sunday celebration. Hang on a minute. Where'd it go? Talk amongst yourselves. Hang on. I lost my place. All right, let me go back to the beginning. Hello. All right, now that I got that over. Okay. I'd like to invite our practitioner of the day, Spencer, to come forward and call the service into order.
Good morning. I'm going to sound the bowl 3 times. Please use this process to relax, sit back in your seats, and shift your energy. There is one presence, one energy everywhere that encompasses us, that is us. This is the source of all creation. Powerful, loving, and in perfect order. I know myself to be from that source, and a unique expression of that source, which I call God. I know the love in this community, the peace around our world, the connections between us as all embodiments of and in and as the same God. I'm so grateful to be here, to be in the presence of this group, and to be part of the influence we have on the world. And I release my words into the action of law, knowing it's already so, and so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, Spencer. As we begin, we open our service today, we are gratefully acknowledge that we pray, learn, serve, and grow on the traditions of the lands in the Tamian nation. We give thanks for the opportunity to gather as a faith community on these lands, and we offer our respect to their ancestors and elders, and to all of the Bay Area indigenous peoples of the past and the present. The spirit of truth is that we belong to each other. This calls for us to be inclusive as we celebrate and embrace our unique identities, our abilities, age, ethnicity, gender identity, national origin, and physical characteristics, race, and religion and sexual orientation. As we celebrate, we affirm to remember that our humanness together and our magnificence, so much more than the labels that we give each other and ourselves. Our community is a place of belonging, calling all into the spiritual magnificence. We are companions on this journey, expanding love's expression so that we learn to become the presence of peace. We are beacons of light, living the principles we teach as we meet each other where we are. We are in a safe place where hope and courage are explored, and new beginnings are happenings through radical acceptance of who we are and whose we are. I'd like to acknowledge all of those that came together and volunteered for service today. From our community, we thank you and we love you. I'd like to welcome the newcomers. We realize that today's trends offer up many options of spiritual food and thought. We are grateful that you are here with us today. We welcome you, and if you are with us for the first time, please consider staying after service for nourishment and connection, and pick up a a packet on your way out that talks more about our center and our services. Now, would you please stand? For our statement of being. Should be up on the slides. We believe that life is good, that God is all there is, and that love is the only power. We are a welcoming and inclusive community of inspired individuals, caring for and about each other in the entire planetary, bringing the gifts of active love and compassion to the world. Our purpose is to transform lives, build dreams, and reveal God through education, music, prayer, service, generosity, and play. So now that you're up, take this time to say hello to someone next to you. Good morning. Thank you. What? All right. Let's start coming back to our seats. Hope you had an opportunity to say hi to somebody you didn't know. Continue our, hello. Hey you, hey. I can't see up here, so it's good to see people I haven't seen for a while. So now, kicking off our August theme, On the Wings of Love, is Reverend Marcia Binkala and our very special guests from Sri Baba Center, who actually shares our center with us during the week. So with that, I'd like to welcome our special guest. Thank you. Sorry.
That's what I thought.
I'm new at this.
And fortunately, I'm not your song.
And my guess is she's not even going to sing. So, all right. So our next song, please.
So the lyrics to this song should be up on the screen. Please, when you have it, feel free to join us. It's a beautiful melody. Love surrounds you, peace surrounds you, angels surround you, every day, all day long, morning, noon, and night. You are surrounded by the light. Love surrounds you, peace surrounds you, angels surround you, every day, all day long. Morning, noon, and night, you are surrounded by the light. You are surrounded by the light of God, the light of peace, the light of love. You are surrounded
all day long. Morning, noon, and night of peace. You are surrounded by the light. Love surrounds you, peace surrounds you, angels surround you every day, all day long. Morning, noon, and night of peace. You are surrounded by the light. Love surrounds you, peace surrounds you, angels surround you every day, all day long. Morning, noon, and night. You are surrounded by the light.
Thank you, praise team. So now we can be back on track. Word has it they're not inviting me back, so so now I'd like to welcome Reverend Marcia and our very special guest up for our sermon. Thank you.
Thank you, Les. We will always have you back. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. I'm Marcia Bancala. I'm part of the ministerial team. And as part of our interfaith focus that we're developing with our center, I'm very grateful this morning to introduce our members from the Sri Sathya Sai Baba Center, Mohan Srinivasan and Jade Srinivasan. Welcome. And while we're setting up here a little bit, I want to mention that interfaith is an integral part of our teaching. Ernest Holmes believed that spirituality is inclusive and expansive, not exclusive, not divisive. He believed, yep. Universal truth is found in many spiritual traditions. For there is one divine presence, one ultimate truth. And our teaching, Science of Mind, was never meant to replace any other faith tradition. We don't believe that there is only one way to spirit, God, power, whatever we call it. There are many paths. And Ernest Holmes drew from many Western religions and Eastern religions, because he saw them each just as a different expression of the same universal principles, which you will see here this morning. He also had great respect for Jesus, Buddha, Lao Tzu Tao, other master teachers, which you will see this morning, because he believed each embodied the divine presence. So today, we have the privilege of learning about the life and teaching and expression of a spiritually reviewed teacher, Sathya Sai Baba, through the members of the center that represents them. And so today, what we're going to do in a short 20 minutes is try to understand and listen and learn from Jay and Mohan about Sathya Sai Baba's life, his teachings, because he's inspired millions worldwide. I want you to understand that, because of his message of universal love, selfless service, and many paths to God. So welcome. Thank you for being here. So this came about because, one, they are using our center. They are a part of our center. Sunday afternoons, you might have seen them gathering about 3 o'clock. But this kind of conversation came about because they joined us on our peace walk. And that's when we recognized how close, we have the same principles. I know when you hear what they have to say, you will go, I've heard that before. So why don't you begin by giving us an idea about Sathya Sai Baba's life and his teachings as an introduction to who he is.
First off, I'd like to start by thanking Reverend Marcia and the lovely members of this congregation. We just heard about the origin of the Center for Spiritual Living, which started off by Reverend Ernest Holmes back in 1926, which happens to be the birth year of Sri Sathya Sai Baba. So it's amazing that when we are actually celebrating the birth centenary celebrations of Sri Sathya Sai Baba, whom we call as our God or the Avatar, it's amazing that we are coming here together to celebrate the power, the energy, as Brother Spencer spoke, the only thing that connects all of us. And this is one such event, and I'm sure that there are going to be many more such events that's going to, prove of this.
Yeah, I think it's the divine will. These things don't happen by accident. They don't just occur. It's the divine will. So we're very grateful to be here. And personally, I feel this is the start of something truly special and truly wonderful that impacts the community and everyone around us in a very, very positive way. So thank you for having us here, first and foremost, and thank you for allowing us to use your facility. It's a wonderful place, and we love being here every Sunday. We use your kitchen. Hopefully we don't mess it up. So it's great. I want to just echo what Mohan said. It is, again, back to divine will. The fact that 1926 is when it all started for us and for you all.
Yes, I hadn't realized that. Thank you.
Yeah. I was, before coming here, I was reading up on CSL, and it was just amazing. I couldn't get over how similar our values are. And then I'm in this room, and I'm looking at everything. We could literally put our, Sathya Sai Baba organization banner here and call it our room. That's how close we are in terms of values and what we stand for. So it's very, very special to be here. I want to just say, just to give a little bit of background, Sathya Sai Baba, and I'm going to say Sai Baba so that all of you can, not find it too difficult to say the name. We'll say Sai Baba for this discussion. Sai Baba was born in 1926, November 23rd. You will see us celebrating Baba's 100th birthday this year. We're all very, very excited, and it's very, very special. We'll be celebrating the 100th year of Baba's coming into this planet, being born on this earth. Some of us consider him a teacher. Some of us think of him as God. That's truly an individual, preference in terms of how we follow his teachings. But he's revered as the Guru, which also stands for teacher. And he was born in a very small village in South India. And even as a child, he was very spiritually inclined. He did not do what all the other children of his age did. He was always focused on, a higher level. And then when he turned 14, he decided that he was leaving his childhood home and going off to do bigger things, greater things for the good of the world, for the entire world to know him and see him as a divine leader, which is what he became. So since then, since that time that he left his childhood home, everything he has done has been selfless service, doing things for people, for the downtrodden particularly, for the poor, for the sick, and always helping each and every one of his followers to grow spiritually and in other ways. His own and only message to all of us is the universal message of love, which is also incidental that we sang about love today. And obviously this room is filled with messages of love. And that is exactly what his message was. It's all about universal love. It's all about loving each other endlessly, deeply, and caring for everyone as if every individual is a manifestation of the divine God. Seeing God in everyone and treating them that way, not just doing lip service, but treating everyone as God and giving that selfless love. And then love turns to service. When you love someone, you serve them. That's very simple. We love our children, we serve them. We love our spouses, we serve them. Then why not others? When we love every individual around us as God, we serve them. And that service elevates not only the people around us, but it elevates us. And that causes the transformation where we finally get to that spiritual, I would say the supreme state of spirituality. That is really the message that Sai Baba gave everyone. And the other thing also is he lived his message. We all talk about practice before you preach, and Baba practiced everything he ever told us we should be doing. So that is the biggest message. I'm going to pass on to Mohan to get to the next set.
Yes, and I just want to say that, acknowledge that we believe the same. Every individual, we would say, no matter what they have done or experienced in their past, is within that spiritual spark of the divine, of love. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And Mohan?
Yeah, so Sai Baba, what he proclaimed when he turned 14 was that he said that I've come to light the lamp of love in your hearts, to see that it shines day by day with added luster. I have not come on any mission of publicity for any sect or creed or cause, nor have I come to collect followers for any doctrine. I have come to tell you of this universal unitary faith, this path of love. So this is so clear, right? And this whole approach is based on the 5 highest principles of truth, right conduct, peace, love, and non-violence, like the 5 petals of the lotus flower. And for a day-to-day practice, there's a 9-point code of conduct on how we can live our daily lives together. And the whole organization also is set up in such a way that it allows people of all kinds of interests, primary interests. Some might be much more devotional. Some might be all action, energy, energizer bunny. And then you also have people who are very inquisitive to learn knowledge and all those kind of things. So the way to practice the principles is there are 3 different approaches to that, and we can pick each one of them or all of them, and we are able to realize his teachings. So I'll wait for your.
So what are those 3 approaches?
You want to say that?
Sure, yeah. And I think I also saw this, you talked about it as well. So it's about the spiritual path or the devotional path, which is really about singing and creating that energy of spirituality, the yearning for spirituality. The next one is education, which is creating the awareness. And education is not about just convincing someone that your path is better or your path is what they should adopt, but it's really about making them want to adopt your principles and your core values. And this starts all the way from childhood. So a lot of the work that we do at the center is our children in the community, they come here for classes every week. And we share with them what we know. We share with them the scriptures, we share with them the teachings, we share with them the discourses that Sai Baba shared with us when we were contemporaries or when we had the opportunity to hear him. And thankfully, we have a lot of media information that we have. He was a visionary in that way, because even before the digital age started, Sai Baba always made sure that everything was preserved and all of the information was preserved. So we're able to share that with our children, with the next generation, so on. And the last, but not the least in any way, is the service aspect of it, which is extremely important to the organization, extremely important to Sai Baba, and extremely important to all of us, because that is truly the way that we express our love. Not only for each of us here, yes, we can exchange hugs and say hellos and have snacks together, but it is going outside of the community. It's going to the parks, to the shelters, to the ones that really need our love and are out there with no one to help them. And that service, that selfless service, is a very, very important pillar of the organization that we are always trying to focus on. So those are the three. Again, I'll repeat: spirituality, education, and selfless service, which again aligns with, I think, everything that you do at CSL.
Right. When we read our purpose, when we all
Yes.
stood and we said education, music, prayer,
Yes.
service,
Yes.
generosity, yeah, it all aligns.
And play.
And play. And play. This group loves to play. Yeah. Yeah, so this very much matches the core concepts, the core principles. Anything you want to add about that?
One thing I do want to point out is we are, I would say, we embrace all culture, all race, all religions, everything. It is 100% inclusive. And we don't worry about, where you came from or when you came, when you joined the organization, none of that. We welcome everyone with open arms. And that's the other piece that strikes me, because you are so open to, first of all, invite us to talk about ourselves. And that is the same spirit that we operate in. We are always open to every type of spiritual journey there is. So there isn't just one vehicle to get there. There's many vehicles, and they are all equally good.
Which the world needs today. All
Just to
of that.
follow on what Jay was saying, this organization itself is across 126 countries. And the countries themselves, it's divided into 7 different zones across the globe. And you can obviously imagine that not all the zones are going to be people who knows about Sathya Sai Baba or seen him. Obviously, there are places where they have not seen him, and people who don't even speak any of those native Indian languages. But still, out of those 126 countries, 7 zones, and North America happens to be zone number 1, which again is subdivided into regions, and each region has got several centers. And today in our attendance is the head of our region, Brother Sunil Kasturi is here. So it has a very clear structure that allows us to identify the goals that we have and clear structure to practice for our own and individual's transformation. That's the main goal at the end. Yeah.
Thank you. Very similar to our structure, right? We have what we call home office out of Colorado, and we have regions and centers that are each focused.
Our home office is in a place called Puttaparthi in India, southern part of India.
That would make sense. Yes. I'm very interested in this selfless service and what you practice day to day, because part of our teaching is also that this is not a Sunday to Sunday thing. This is a daily, moment by moment practice. And so I'd like to hear more about selfless service and your service projects, because I've been quite impressed by how you serve in the world. So could you give us an idea of that?
Sure, I can. I see 2 parts to this, the selfless service part of that, and then what our center, which is called as the Center for Sathya Sai Baba Center for Central San Jose, which is the one that uses your facility here. Just to take a moment to talk about selfless service in itself. Every moment of our existence, we are doing something, we are thinking something. And most of the time, it is whatever we are doing is for ourselves, right? And we engage ourselves in various activities that could be outside the boundaries of confines of places like this. This place is obviously very sacred, very holy. You cannot expect the same thing when you go out into the world. But in fact, there is no distinction between a sacred world and a secular world. It's all sacred, right? how we carry ourselves in a day-to-day operations, every moment of our lives, in the world that we live in, is what's going to be important. So you cannot distinguish between what I do for my organization, the way I'm engaged outside my organization. No, it's the one and the same, right? And in order to be the same person under all times, you have to have this transformation inwards. And that transformation is where everything that we do, it's our responsibility, no doubt. We all have certain responsibilities at home, at work, in the society, and all those kind of things. But we need to do it in a selfless way, that we are always doing it for the divinity in everyone, present in everyone, and by reminding ourselves that we are only carrying out the work given to us by the divinity, the opportunity given to us by the divinity. And that is selfless. And you do it with the fullest responsibility. It really becomes selfless when you do what you're supposed to do without your mind set on the outcome, on the fruits of your action. That's when it becomes selfless. And how do we practice this? How do we train this muscle in our day-to-day lives? And that's where we need all those activities. And I'm going to pass it on to Jade to talk about that.
Yes, if you could give us just a few.
Thank you, Mohan. And that's the most important part of service is one thing. Selfless service is the next level of, service, which personally for me has been a journey, because I can always sign up to go feed the poor and the hungry. That's an activity that I can do without thinking too much about it, because you know what? It's kind of nice to go help somebody in need, because guess what? I am privileged and I'm able to help, right? So the minute you think about, oh, I'm helping them because I am better off, that brings the ego into it. And now suddenly this is about you and not about that person that you're serving. And that is not an act of love. That is more a selfish act of, I'm feeling good because I did something good. And to go from that place to the next level of, I am doing this because this is what I should be doing, or this is what God wants me to do. And getting to that state is the hard part. And I'm still working to get there. I'll be the first one to admit that it takes a lot of deliberate thinking through that. So you wake up in the morning and you get in the car and you go into the park to distribute sandwiches, and you feel pretty good about yourself. When you stop feeling good about yourself is when you're actually doing selfless service.
That's so true.
And I am not there yet. I think it's a journey, and I am grateful to Sai Baba, because at least I have that awareness that I'm not there yet. So that is, and then I will add, when I go to India, when I go to Puttaparthi, and I see the acts of selfless service that people do, every time I see other people doing service, I am always humbled, because nothing that I do compares in any way with what others do. And I think constantly looking at others and striving for more and more and more is a very important element that we all in the organization have the opportunity, because we are always inspired by somebody else who is doing it better than us, and that helps us get better at it. Now, having said that, I'll share a few activities that we try to lead. Again, we try to embrace any opportunity we have. Not everyone from our center is present here, but there are a lot of people working to make sure that we're constantly our focus is constantly creating more service opportunities. And that in itself is a very, demanding job, because it is not always that other people want your service. and that is an interesting thing to think about. So there's a lot of work that goes into it. But a few things we do, we make sandwiches every week on several days. I don't want to list out whether it's Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, because there are many people in the organization that take it upon themselves. They make a quick 100 sandwiches. They go to the park, they distribute it to the homeless. We take dog food for the dogs that exist in that park along with the homeless. I should say unhomed, I'm sorry. And unhoused. And this is ongoing. We've been doing this for many, many, many years. And there are people in Fremont, people in Tracy, people in Pleasanton. Everywhere that are part of this center that are doing this, they don't expect to be known. They don't expect any kind of, hype about it. They just do it like clockwork. And we also go to shelters. This is a little bit more structured. We work with the Home First organization. And then this depends, like there are other new organizations that always come under the fold. Right now we work with Sunnyvale Armory, which actually has been handed over to, I think, the Wilsons. And then there's the Home First in San Jose. There's Home First in other parts of the Northern California region. We also work with the St. Teresa organization in San Francisco. We are constantly looking for new organizations to work with. Now, what we do here is multiple things. We make care kits for people. Oftentimes, they don't have basic needs like clothes, underwear, toothbrush, toothpaste, things we take for granted. So we make care kits here in the center. We bring together the old and young alike, and we all put together care kits. We distribute that. We make lunches at least twice or thrice a week, thrice a month in a much more structured way. And we feed about 50, 100, whatever the number is at each shelter. And we also started a new service at the tiny homes. And there are a lot of tiny homes now that sprung up in San Jose. It's a wonderful, wonderful initiative that, bless their soul, they are all, actively working to bring people together, help them get on their feet. And the idea is not just give them space and food, but really help them to, get back and go get their jobs, get a home and things like that. So we're working with them. We also do tutoring for students. We have voice tutoring. We are tutoring kids in Morgan Hill. We are also constantly looking for other ways to do that. Cleaning of the parks and the creek and the beaches is another thing that we do. I can go on and on and on. And I want to say what we're doing is just a very small subset of what we want to do. And so
I want to acknowledge that what I hear you saying is service is how you be. You are selfless service, as I heard you describe it, is a daily practice. It's about doing, but it's more who you are becoming, which I really, really appreciate hearing. Thank you. And for community here, one thing we've talked about is how can we collaborate together in service projects. So hopefully we will be doing that as well.
I just want to add one very, very quick.
Yes, we are coming to our time here. Go ahead. Do you want to say?
Yeah, so just one thing here is that all our activities here, there is no seeking of any kind of monetary help. The moment we say that this is something very unique to this organization, is the moment we say that we are going to have an activity, that's it. People know what exactly they need to bring and buy it, so there is no price tag put on anything. That's
Thank
key.
you. So, well, as you can tell, we could go on and on and on. This just gives you a little insight into Sai Baba and Sai Baba as a master teacher and the way he has influenced and is influencing the entire world today. So I want to say thank you. Mohan and Jade will be out in Fellowship Hall after service if you have questions for them. And so I want to very much say it was a blessing and a joy to have you here today, and I'm so excited that we were able to do this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
And now, as is our tradition, we end our message with a prayer, and we're going to start with Jay, and then Mohan, and then I will close.
For today's prayer, we thought I will say a little Sanskrit prayer, and Mohan will translate in English, and we'll end with that. Okay. Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma mritangamaya.
From untruth, lead us to truth. From the darkness, lead us to the light. From death to immortality. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Sairam. Thank you all, everyone.
And let me close by saying that in our tradition, there is only one life, one love, that is peace, that is truth, and it may be known by many names. And each and every one of us is the spark of the divine as we walk here as spiritual beings in human form on earth. And I am so grateful for the service that I hear reflected in the Sai Baba moving out into the world, for that is exactly what we need in this moment. And so I give thanks, I surrender this word, and know that it is done. It is anchored in truth, and so it is.
Many pray along the way. They don't stop to wonder what the world is coming to. They let something higher reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah. So the truth keeps telling me, sing of liberation for the ones who are not free. Love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah, so we let it wash over us, we let it lift us higher, we let it make us kinder, we let it be. Early in the morning, we let it hold
we go. You thought you'd get rid of me that easy. So thank you, Mohan, Jay, and Reverend Marcia for your inspiring conversation and affirming to me that the unity of spirit is in all faiths. So thank you very much. Thank you. Please join us next week with Reverend Tara Steele for her talk on In the Depths Love, accompanied by the praise team and our house band. And before we go on with our offertory, I'd like to invite up Angie. And is Mary here? Oh, okay, it's a surprise. Okay, so, all right, so this is about our Arts Alive Gala. It's an auction and concert fundraiser. It's happening on September 26th. We'd like to introduce, in a moment, the director of Silicon Valley Shakespeare, who is our 2025 tithe recipients, to share with us a bit about their company. Okay, Angie?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you, Les. As he said, I'm Angie Higgins, Silicon Valley Shakespeare's artistic director. How many of you have ever heard of Silicon Valley Shakespeare? Oh, yay, friends! And if you haven't, we want you to come be our friends. We are all about making the arts accessible to our community. Some of you may know that we actually do a free, entirely free program down at Willow Street Park every June. This past June, we did The Tempest by William Shakespeare, and we get over 1,000 people every year coming absolutely for free to the park because we believe theater should be accessible for all. We also have 2 main stage programs up in Sanborn Park that are running in repertory. Right now we have Richard III with an all-female, non-binary cast because we also believe representation in classical theater is very important. And we also have the charming Emma, a new adaptation of Jane Austen's classic running there. And just to put a little plug in the lobby, we have a discount code just for you, so 20% off. But those shows, even though they're ticketed, we make sure that they are free for ages 17 and under so that theater can be accessible to families. And I was just there last night. You would be amazed to see all of the smiling teenagers and young faces that got to attend a show entirely for free. Throughout the year, we do staged readings over at Strikes Brewery that are absolutely free to the public. We do programs that nurture and foster young artists, encourage new works, such as our 48-hour play festival, where we partner with Foothill College and do new works. We do a Christmas carol at Montalvo that will be coming up this winter for those of you that want a fun journey roving through the Montalvo mansion and getting to see that wonderful holiday classic. And you'll notice I said free a lot in our programming. So we're so grateful to you for having us as a nonprofit partner so that we can continue doing this free work in the community and making theater available for everyone. We also have accessibility programs such as our ASL interpreted performances. Every show we have an ASL night, and it's just, we really believe, again, that theater should be for all. So we wanted to give you a little taste of our performances, and I have the beautiful Mary Melnick with me, who played our Prospero in The Tempest at Willow Street Park. So for those of you that don't know The Tempest, I thought I'd give you a little intro so you know what you're seeing. Prospero, the protagonist of Shakespeare's The Tempest, is a complex character who evolves throughout the play. He's introduced as a powerful sorcerer, an obsessed seeker of magical knowledge, and former Duke of Milan, wronged by his ambitious brother. He's also portrayed as controlling and manipulative, driven by revenge. However, by the play's end, with the help of his beloved magical spirit servant Ariel, Prospero chooses forgiveness and mercy, embraces reconciliation, and renounces his magic to become a better leader to his people. So, without further ado, Here is Mary Melnick as Prospero, and I will be reading in a few bits as Ariel. Confined together, they cannot budge till your release. Your charm so strongly worked them that if you now beheld them, your affections would become tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, sir, were I human.
And mine shall. Hast thou art there, touch, feeling of their afflictions? Shall not myself, one of their kind, who relish all as sharply passion as they, be kindlier moved than thou art? Though by their high wrongs I am struck to the quick, yet with my nobler reason against my fury do I take part. The rarer action is in virtue and in vengeance. They being penitent, the sole drift of my purpose shall extend not a frown farther. Go release them, Ariel. My charms I'll break. Their spirits are restored, and they shall be themselves.
I'll fetch them, sir.
Ye elves of hills, brooks, standing lakes and groves, and ye that on the sand with printless foot do chase the ebbing Neptune, and do fly him when he comes back. I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth mutinous winds, and twixt the green sea and azure vaults set roaring war. To the dread rattling thunder have I given fire, rifted Jove's stout hope with his own boat. The strong-based promontory have I made shake, and by their spurs plucked up the pine and cedars. Graves at my command have waked their sleepers, oped and let them forth by my so potent art. But this rough magic I hear abjure. Once I have required some heavenly music, as even now I do, to work my end upon their senses that this airy charm is for. I'll break my staff, bury it some fathoms in the earth, and deeper than ever plummet sound. I'll drown my book.
Wow, 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 wow. Beautiful. One second. Here we go. So thank you. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Mary. We appreciate that. And so just so you know, the tickets are on sale now for the Artist Alive auction. We do have the availability of some angel tickets. If you're interested in donating to that, then we will establish a way for people to secure them. So the event is September 26th, and if you're interested in donating to the Artist Alive Gala, pick up some information at the table out front, you can do it online through our website at CSLSJ.org, or see one of our auction team members at the tables out front. We will be receiving donations up until August 15th. And I understood that there was a slide. Okay, thank you. So we're going to return back to our regular programming now and turn to our offertory. First, I'd like to, before I do that, I'd like to thank Marcia again, and Mohan and Jade, for what a beautiful, beautiful conversation that was this morning. So, now it is time for our conscious giving and an opportunity to participate in the law of circulation. We know that even though we have been taught that it is better to give than receive, one of the most important parts is missing, knowing that we must receive in order to give from a feeling of abundance, and so we invite you to receive a blessing of joy from your higher self. Keep it with you all week and remember that you are loved. Once you have drawn your blessing joy out of the small basket inside, you will be able to give your offering into the underbaskets and to complete the law of circulation and give back. Ushers, will you circulate the baskets, please? Beautiful. I invite you to invoke the feeling of gratitude through the thoughts of life's abundance, right where you are, allowing that to fill you and the space around you. And so now, if you would read on the slides our affirmation, please. From the love of Spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal, bless, and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly. Thank you. So we're going to begin now with our announcements for the next week. We talked about the gala on September 26th. Check with the tables outside and get more information. Secondly, we have mandalas and meditation with Reverend Maureen Ross on August 4th and 6th from 11 a.m. to 1. Experience the power of art therapy, a spiritually designed experience for greater soul intimacy. This is an all-inclusive, intergenerational, and interfaith offering. Investment is $45. Soul Connection with Reverend Maureen Ross. She's busy. Wednesday nights through August, 5:30 to 7, beginning on August 6th. Learn how to enhance your relationship with life, God, Source, and Spirit, and to each other. Your weekly journeys will include knowing thyself, deep listening, mindful conversation, powerful connection, befriending conflict, and the setting of intentions. The investment is $125. Next is our 7 spiritual laws of success. It'll be taught by Misty McClarney, August 12th through September 30th from 6:30 to 8:30. This is an in-person class only, so the purpose is to understand your connection with the 7 laws of success by Deepak Chopra. Acquire practical tools to integrate these principles into your life. Empower yourself to embark on a journey towards personal fulfillment and success. Cost is $240. Healing Code of Forgiveness with Esther Nicholson, August 17th, 12:30 to 2:30, in person only for this workshop. And it's for anyone in recovery from or learning to navigate any kind of addiction or trauma and the shame and the grief that are felt within this journey. It is also for counselors and practitioners who work in these comparable fields, led by the internationally acclaimed trauma recovery specialist, soul recovery author, Esther Nicholson. This real-time healing experience will help you bring the cycles that have been silently running your life. Cost is $30. Is Audrey Wong here? I'd like to invite Audrey Wong up. This is for our outreach program, our month of August outreach.
Howdy! Good, I'm glad. I had to go into my mini pearl role and wear denim today to remind myself to remind you the outreach team's fall project donation drive is starting next Sunday. Bring all your denim wear that you don't wear, that doesn't fit you, and gently used or new. We're going to be donating them to the Sacred Heart Community Center just a couple miles away, and this will be through September 7th. So all those jeans that are hanging in the closets that are waiting to be worn by someone else, please bring them. We'll be collecting them outside. Thank you very much for your generosity. Howdy!
Thank you, Audrey. One of the things that you didn't say that's on my script here is that if you're wearing some today then take them off and hand them over. I don't know who wrote this, but I'm not up for it. Nextly, Reverend Maureen Ross will be spiriting our World Day of Prayer. Join us for the 32nd Annual World Day of Prayer on September 10th, in person at this center. Connect in community and global intention for peace to prevail through prayer, music, meditation, and affirmations. And it's facilitated by Reverend Maureen Ross. So our next town meeting will be held on August 31st here in this room. And it's an opportunity to gain some clarity, and we're collaboratively growing and shaping our community. That'll be at 12 noon on, what did I say, the 31st? Yes, 31st. Okay. Outreach and prayer shawl groups will be meeting today after service. So again, if you're interested in any of these offerings, it's like you can go on our website at www.CSLSJ.org to register, or you can check with our concierge out in the thing. So are there any birthdays in August? All right, let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday. So now, would all of our teens and youth and our practitioner day come forward? And would all the practitioners stand where you are? If you're looking for prayer today, look for someone with a stole, and they will provide prayer with you today. We also have added a prayer box in the back of the sanctuary. If you choose, you can write a prayer, put it in the box, and our Ministry of Prayer team will pray with you over that throughout the week. So, our practitioner of the day. Hi. Okay. Will give us 3 affirmations for call and response that you can take home before our closing song.
Okay, would you please repeat after me? Living from our authentic self is our great joy and delight.
Living from our authentic self is our great joy and delight.
Okay. We are all one in love, truth, and life.
We are all one in love, truth, and light.
We are love. We treat each other with love.
We are love. We treat each other with love.
And so it is. Blessed be.
So it is.
Blessed be.
I
like to thank our youth and family volunteers for all of their efforts and working with our kids and our teens. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So on behalf of the entire community, I thank you for being part of our spiritual family today, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. And so it is.